There are opportunities brought about by open banking not just for new providers and offering new types of services, but also for the existing incumbent banks. And actually it was interesting to hear from AccountScore that the number of their customers and clients who are really pushing them for innovation, pushing to see how things can be done differently, is actually the existing banks and not just these new startups.
We think it's the right thing to do for our customers. It'll give our customers a better experience and save them money and help them live better lives. And that's why we've pushed this forward and launched it ahead of the market and ahead of the open banking regulations and the rules and the APIs being set.
Having open banking actually is a game changer for us, because we're now able to offer open banking as a service. So not only are we able to get the data, perform our analytics on it, what we provide is that consent that's required, the connection that's required, and then we perform our analytics on top of that.
Of course, you do need to consider the extra risks that opening up that data might take, so there has to be a balance between the rights of individuals from a privacy perspective, but also the benefit that they can derive from these open banking systems.
It's incumbent on both the banks and the other providers to make sure that they educate people that it's not something that's going to go outside of their control. It's actually going to give them greater control over how their data is accessed.
It's allowing the potential attack surface to be larger and greater for the attacker. And we need to be very considerate of that. So from an open banking point of view, any fintech or any organisation getting into it, they need to holistically ensure they understand the risks across people, process and technology.
There's a lot of discussion today about fraud risks and the fact that open banking provides different opportunities for potential fraudsters. But what was quite a comforting message was actually it's not fundamentally changing the nature of how you deal with those risks. It's just adapting and making sure that your systems and the things you're thinking about, you've made sure you've covered off the way that they could be attacked through open banking.
I think as open banking develops, the functionality that will be available for customers who want to use it will increase. Payment functionality will come along, perhaps higher payment limits, and as we learn from the early stages of open banking, we'll adjust our fraud techniques, fraud prevention techniques to protect our customers. That's absolutely our goal. A lot of the fraud risks that could emerge will be variations on the theme of what we see today. Ultimately, fraudsters will try and gain information from consumers and use that information perhaps through open banking or through their own bank. What we might see over the next 12 months is things we perhaps didn't see, or a different variation or some new technique that is quite unique to open banking.